Go with it. All right, Z Nation, we're back to it. DailyXander 311. Another one of my favorite activities to do in the world. Podcasting with a new friend. I shouldn't say I've met her before. This is probably in March. I met Miss Amanda Marie. We're gonna have the pleasure. We're doing a podcast, so I'm very excited and happy and appreciative for her to give her time to tell more about herself, her story, and just have a genuine human conversation. So,
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So going back to when we originally met, it was at a TFW event, which you guys know Jesse. He was doing a fundraiser. Would it be a fundraiser?
Yeah, it was like yeah, because people were donating money and.
Yeah. I just remember it was like the canines.
Yeah, I was actually interacting more with the dogs than the people. I was sitting over there with the dog, and the people are all over there.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, because it was part of like the workout. I remember. Yeah, that's right. Now I remember. It was part of the workout. I remember I was with you, or whatever. And I talked to you briefly throughout the workout, and you were telling a little bit about like, yeah, it's hard for you right now.
I hurt myself.
Exactly. Yeah. But at that point in time, you were just, you still are, but you were recovering from your car accident, which happened when you had it.
Last April.
And
that was like my second surgery when I saw you, because I had one after that, and then I just had one.
Yeah. Did you have surgery on your spine or anything like that, or back?
No. But what I'm worried about, and I was telling Jesse a couple times now, is when he has me doing deadlifts, I have a problem, like my lower back. I don't know.
It's starting to strain or anything, or something like that? Or?
No, it feels like almost like a slip disc or something. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. But I'm like, if I find out what it is, because when you find out what something is, then all of a sudden it's real. So I'm, it feels real, but yeah.
It could.
And what am I really going to do about it? I'm not going to have surgery on my back.
Yeah.
I'm going to do everything I can, like decompression or whatever, holistic whatever else.
Yeah, kind of weighing out your options. The interesting thing is, you kind of go back to like what you were saying, like once you find out about it, then it becomes real.
Yeah.
Like you could go about your life the next like 30, 40 years and maybe have something in your back, but not know about it, and you're still perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Somebody was telling me the other day, like Usain Bolt, one of his legs is actually like longer than his other leg.
Mine is too.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. But like he didn't know that he won like all these events and stuff. Like,
cool.
I wonder if that could have possibly affected him, like growing up at an early age before he really started getting heavily into track. Like, one of my legs is long. There's no way I'm going to be able to compete or do something like that.
Yeah, it's probably what Yeah,
so just not having it, like, you can still know about it, but just not like carrying in your mindset like, I got an issue with my back. Like, that's going to limit me right now. I can't do things. Like, I should still be able to go pursue things. Just maybe take more precautions involved in it, or still make the adjustments so I'm able to go about it.
Well, kind of like autism. Like when they tell children they're ADHD or autistic or whatever, the label growing up with people telling them that's what they are and that's their disability makes them more of that.
Yeah.
It has to. It's just human nature. It has to in some way.
Yeah, it's that preset defining who you are in a lot of ways.
By standards of.
Yeah, especially when you do it to like a person that's at a young age, you're setting them up for. Oh, I thought that car was gonna keep going off for a second. I was like, that'd be interesting. It's all good.
We'd just sit here till it was over.
That's the beauty of doing a podcast from Whole Foods. I think it's the first podcast done at Whole Foods.
Really?
I've done with Starbucks and stuff before, but
I like Whole Foods.
Yeah.
It's expensive though. Wait, is this one expensive? Is it expensive?
Yeah, it's fairly
expensive.
expensive.
Because I shop at Publix, which is probably more expensive.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Aldi's has organic stuff. I should go there.
Yeah, Aldi does have organic stuff.
They're trying to be like the leader in organic.
They are? Yeah, Aldi's, they're worldwide too. Well, at least I know they're in.
Started in Germany.
They started in Germany. Oh, that's why they're so probably efficient.
Yep. Germany to Ohio, of all states that they started in the States.
In the States, yeah.
I'm from Ohio, that's all I know.
Okay, I was gonna say, because if you look at just migration or immigration in the U.S., like kind of the Midwest area, that's where a lot of Germans flock, but it's North Dakota, Minnesota, I'm sure Ohio region, Michigan. So that kind of makes sense. I'm sure.
I'm German.
You're German?
Some mixture in there.
What, like dad's side or mom's side?
Dad.
Dad's side. And what's your mom's side?
Dutch, Liechtenstein.
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 I've heard of Liechtenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah.
That's gotta be near Germany, huh? That's what's in Europe. But...
And Greek on my dad. Okay, so my mom's dad, my grandpa, his parents came from Greece.
Oh, okay.
And on my dad's side, my grandfather,
Yeah.
who's passed recently,
Okay.
he came from Czechoslovakia as a young boy. So I'm second generation Czech.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. What would you, do you normally say, like, well, do you normally tell people that you, like, I'm German more? Or you just kind of, you check me?
Yeah. Because the Greek was, like, one more time, you know, like, that was my grandfather's dad. And then the Czech was my grandfather.
Yeah.
So it's closer.
So it's closer.
So Czech, then Greek.
Czech,
Then
then
German, then Dutch, then Liechtenstein. And
You-
yourself?
Myself? So my mom's side, it's primarily English, Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. And then my dad's side, it's German and Austrian.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
Austria.
Yeah.
They're cool people.
You met, like, you,
I've met a couple
you
people
met?
from Austria.
I was just gonna ask, have you been to Europe before?
No,
No?
I'm going to go.
You want to know?
For sure, I'm going to go to Australia,
You make it happen.
and then I'm going to go to... Where else do I want to go? That's a good question. Okay, so if you could go to any place you've never been, 3 places you've never been, where
Oh, I
would
got them all. I got everything, everyone. So like one of my, like I have a list of like bodacious goals, and one of my bodacious goals, bodacious goals. One of them is like,
Robust.
one of them is I want to go to every single continent. I want to visit every single continent. 3 places I want to go though.
Like if
you-
someone's like, I have a
yeah.
jet, let's go, 3 places.
Macau would be one of them. So it's like,
Where's that?
it's near China. It's like a version of Las Vegas, but it's even bigger than Las Vegas.
I'm sure the Chinese do it big.
Yeah,
Like, they know
yeah.
how to party.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Macau would be one of them. Definitely somewhere in South America, but probably more of like a jungle atmosphere.
Right. Like the well,
I'm really interested right now in like ayahuasca, like stuff like that.
yeah, my brother's done it.
He's
My
done it?
brother's done every psychedelic. Sorry, bro. I'm sorry to put your business out there. Every psychedelic you can think of,
Really?
he's done. He said it has
I need
made
to
him
talk to
think.
him.
No, that's what I'm saying. You guys would be like instant best friends. I'm
Oh,
telling you
yes,
right now.
yeah.
Like instant best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And anyway, so he said that when he did, God, I wish I could ask him. One of them that he did the last time, it took him somewhere that like made him like almost like he never wants to do it again, like a bad trip. But it wasn't a bad trip; it was a lesson.
Yeah, that's how they should be all approached.
Yeah.
Any type of psychedelic, it as like a human development tool.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, get
But
you-
it was very scary for him. So because the lesson was a scary one, you know, like I'd have to like have him tell it. Because,
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
absolutely,
but-
That's
yeah.
all right. I like that. So going back.
Peyote, the peyote was the other
Yeah,
one.
oh, wow,
That's the one that the Indians do. And Native Americans.
Native Americans, yeah. Native Americans, yeah.
I don't want to say
Primarily in like
Indians.
Mexico and kind of it's found in like Arizona, New Mexico, I think too. Maybe parts of California. But I know it kind of originated in Mexico. I could be wrong. I don't know.
No,
I don't know my.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
I have no idea. I
So-
know that the Native Americans are one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
Like, I just absolutely love their culture, how they are, you know. They have a propensity for alcoholism, which everybody does, but for them it's a little bit different because they've been so oppressed, like, I can't even, like, so many facets of what, you know, but I love Native Americans.
Yeah.
I'm all for Native American rights, even though...
Well, it just goes back to you just generally care about people, and like in that instance, like if you were in that situation, you wouldn't want that. Like, so
Yeah,
I
what's
want
being
it.
done is like with the whole pipeline thing makes me nauseous,
Yeah.
like literally nauseous, because they don't want money, they don't want anything,
yeah.
they just want water to give to their kids.
Yeah.
Like they're not, you know, and the pipeline, so many pipelines have burst. This is not like a, oh well, it's never, no, it's if. I mean, not if, it's when.
It's when.
It's just
Yeah.
when. It's a matter of when. They
Yeah.
all burst at some point,
Yeah.
and then their water is contaminated. And these people don't have big filtration systems set up like we do.
Right. Yeah,
you
they're
know?
not as fortunate. In
Yeah.
that sense, yeah.
So it's like they just don't want to get poisoned. You're mad at them because they don't want to get poisoned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
No,
know?
And there's so many examples like that too. Just like you look at like pretty much lots of places in Africa that don't have access to clean water, but now like it's down in the U.S. where like there's groups of people that don't have access to clean water.
Yeah.
Like,
And
what's
it's
to say about
everywhere.
our society if we're not able to provide for like our own people, and our own people being like the people that are born in the U.S. But at the same time, we're all interrelated because we're all human beings, so we should all like together.
My
That's
brother and I
fine.
were just talking about this.
Oh, really?
The
I also gotta get back to my third place. I want to say.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to
please,
go, but
you
like-
first. No, because I'll get on a whole nother like thing, and then I won't stop.
By the way, Amanda just crossed her feet, so it's about to go
It's
down.
about to go down.
My third place would be somewhere just in Africa. Right now.
I was gonna say that Cape
Cape Town.
Yeah.
Cape Town.
People have told me that that's like such a beautiful, like almost like a
In South
spiritual
Africa, yeah.
experience to go.
Yeah.
They say that Africa was the seat of humanity.
Yeah, I've heard that. Depending on like anthropologists.
Right.
Oh, I think actually a lot of anthropologists are on board for that, or just people that study human movement or whatever. Like a lot of people say it originally started from Africa. I remember my mom actually told me that like several years ago from like probably National Geographic
Yeah.
magazine she looked at. Yeah, which is a crazy thing because like that's where that turns out to be true, which it seems like a lot of evidence right now. But things always change the more information comes out.
Yeah. Whatever they want people to know.
Yeah, we all originated from Africa. How is Africa still like one of the least developed places on Earth, and yet it's been like the most occupied by human species,
Right.
which is essentially
Not necessarily the most occupied, because they could have migrated.
true.
See what I mean? Like it could have started there, and then they all left.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Searching other.
Yeah,
You know.
that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
So not necessarily, it could have been they just. I think most of it is like, and this goes back to the point I was gonna make about ego. We're talking about ego, like the I want to be the best, I want to have the best
Yeah.
mentality is ancient.
Right.
So it's like built into, I hate to say it, but like mostly the male DNA, the testosterone-driven
Yeah.
side, where they want to be the best, have the best, be the biggest,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
programmed in. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think a lot of what happened in Africa was like a group of people wanting to claim everything and like name themselves king and keep out the rest of the world.
Right.
You know, like all the, and then some of the tribes though, that's just how they've always lived. They don't know any different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they probably live a happier life than most of us do.
Well, at least,
Those
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
If they're not in some way affected by the war crimes.
Yeah. Oh, now, okay. What you just said there just totally reminded me when we were talking earlier off camera about
Off camera.
yeah, when we were talking about cancer and stuff and like
Yeah.
how Western society, I'm sure you were alluding to like Western society has more cancer than a lot of other parts of the world. Just going back to like we live in a time where we live in like the safest point ever to be a human being, and yet we have all these different like mental illnesses
Oh
or
my God, yeah.
depression that never existed at any other time in human history.
Right.
Which is, it's a funny correlation. It's like, oh, the safer we get, you know, actually the more depressed we get.
Mm-hmm. Well, because then people have time to think about it, you know?
Yeah.
Because before people were like out working in the fields or like whatever.
Yeah.
That shows my ignorance on that topic, but they were doing whatever they were doing. But they were working with their hands all day. They were busy. They didn't have time to like sit back and think.
Yeah.
Because when you have time to sit back and think about like, what do I really want? You know, and when people are going to a job just because they have to survive, it gets depressing that you're not doing what you want, what you were born to do.
Yeah.
And if you weren't born to some sort of privilege or advantage to get an education or to pursue things which take a financial, then it's depressing.
Yeah.
And so it starts like that, where they're like, I'm not who I'm supposed to be, and what the hell am I going to do? You know?
Yeah.
And then then you start realizing that the world is built for suppression.
Yeah.
Because the guys at the top need to suppress the little guys, or else they won't have the little guys anymore.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with that. Yeah,
I'm
especially.
getting deep.
Got it. How often, like, goes back. How often do we are we able to connect with people and kind of go past like small talk, which is, it's really a lot of times.
I
it's
don't do
just,
small talk.
Yeah, it's pointless. It's like
How is the weather? I don't know.
Yeah. It'd be cool to get to a point where throughout your entire day you're always having deep talk with people rather than just small talk. Because small talk is it's just fluff. Like it's just taking up space on Earth. Or you're all you're doing is you're just taking in and out air and nothing's being nothing's being grown or blossomed or evolved.